While solar energy potential for Liberia was consistently high across Liberia with an average of 1,712 kilowatt hour per square meter per year, there was no known solar energy production facility. The Liberia Petroleum Regulatory Authority had only 2 members on its 5-member board. Despite an unsuccessful bid round in 2020, no progress was in sight, or at least recorded. No international oil companies or ROCs operated in Liberia as at the time of the report. In 6 years, no reconnaissance and exploration rights or license was issued, with no new seismic data generated in 6 years. Available data generated as far back as 2013. At LPRC, the number of employees increased from 376 in January 2018 to 672. Petroleum importers do not, as at that time, do not store their own products, but instead store products and collected fees from other importers, a function of the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company. And lastly, the LPRC storage capacity reduced from 61,000 metric tons to 52,976 metric tons due to government's decision to give Bear Mountain Mining Corporation, BMMC, half of LPRC storage time to support a minimum terminal exclusively for BMMC's use. That's the storage time fact. The energy and mineral sectors today. But 20 months later, the energy and mineral sectors, while they are yet to reach their fullest potential, are on track, completely repositioned to contribute as critical drivers of economic growth, development, and transformation. By the special grace of God, productivity level has improved remarkably across the sectors, with each institution striving to assert itself in order to become productive, more productive, progressive, proactive, effective, and efficient in the execution of its duties and functions. The Ministry of Mines and Energy is providing leadership through 2 active working groups, the Energy Sector Working Group and the Mineral Sector Working Group, respectively. When we see that the Liberia Electricity Law of 2015 is under review, electricity supplies are becoming stable, load shedding is vanishing, generation capacity is increasing, imports have grown drastically, solar projects are on the way, electricity access is expanding to other regions of the country, LEC has been fully restored to its statutory structure with a new dynamic leadership in place. Feasibility study has identified 4 sites along the St. John River for possible hydro projects. LEC has been audited. Proposals for independent power producers are being vetted. International oil companies are returning. Petroleum products are available and affordable. Electricity tariffs are transparently set. National Energy Policy of 2009 has been updated. 143 government institutions have started to transition from a post-paid metering system to prepaid metering system. Improved coordination among stakeholders within the energy sector, commencement of the solarization of health centers, etc., then we can be convinced, without a doubt, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that the energy sector we are leaving behind today, after 20 months, is most certainly not the one so poignantly depicted and described by the gloomy image in the Energy and Petroleum Sector Assessment Report of January 2024. As we close this chapter, distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, it is humbling. It is humbling for me, the dynamic and progressive team here and employees of this ministry, to report that progress in the mineral sector has also been unprecedented since the 1970s. New geological information from the China-sponsored Liberia Mineral Resource Survey, which this ministry has analyzed, has shed further light on the extent of our country's mineral resource potential, with strong evidence of the occurrence of more than a dozen minerals of strategic significance, including those in the energy transition and rare earth categories. Functional Mineral Sector Working Group, as I said earlier, we have submitted to the President of the Republic of Liberia proposals for amending the Minerals and Mining Law of 2000. We have also submitted to the President a draft executive order establishing the National Minerals Company to manage Liberia's equity shares in mining concessions and commercial interests, as well as to hold mineral rights, undertake exploration, and enter into joint ventures for partnership for exploitation and value addition. We have established 15 county mining offices for which 30 professionals have been recruited, some as county mine officers, resident geologists, and resident mining engineers, respectively. I should note that many of these have master's degrees in the geosciences and mining engineering fields. Promulgation of a new fee structure with several new areas, including fees for permits for consultancy, etc. Note, under the previous fee structure of 2013, Class A mining companies were required to pay $50,000 for Class A license over a 25-year period. In other words, that fee was locked up in the concession agreement. And if you do the arithmetic, then it means that a big company like Beer Mountain and ArcelorMittal were paying $2,000 per year. Under the new fee structure, a Class A mining company before production is required to pay to renew its license at $500,000 United States dollars on an annual basis. That is before production. When production commences, a Class A company will pay $1 million United States dollars to renew their license. And that is based on lessons from next door, Sierra Leone, and other jurisdictions. We have instructed for all Class A, Class B, and exploration license holders to submit a comprehensive list of contractors and subcontractors for use to monitor compliance with local content requirements. We are digitalizing licensing process to improve performance, which is underway with orientation workshop already held for county personnel. We have conducted risk assessment for illicit financial flows in partnership with the Financial Intelligence Agency, thanks to the Swedish government through their embassy near Monrovia. We successfully participated in the 2025 International Mining in Durban, with Liberia's presence very noticeable. We regularized our membership in African Diamond Producers Association, the ADPA, and we have now fully re-engaged with the Kimberley Process Certification Scheme, and we have also resumed our national Kimberley Process review meetings. We have commenced, and it is aggressively progressing, MDA review using reverse evaluation and monitoring metrics. Continuous review of Class B and exploration licenses are now going on a regular basis. We have received and reviewed more than nearly half a dozen requests from exploration companies for new MDA negotiations, including Westcrest, GemRock, etc. We are engaged with Hummingbird Resources for the status of commencement of their Dugbe Gold project in the southeast, which has been dormant with no sign of prospect for commencement. Concession and access agreement with Ivanhoe Atlantic has also been concluded, and we are hoping that the instrument before the legislature will be ratified as required. It is, however, strange to note that instead of embracing competition in the mining industry of our country, which is the only way Liberia can truly benefit from its vast mineral potential, some public officials and elements of the Liberian media have sadly become agents of some company in desperate efforts to hold the country hostage, frustrate and prevent other potential investors from venturing into the country, as has been done over the last 20 years. It is important to state here that along the Yekepa-Bikana rail corridor lies Liberia's biggest iron ore potential. 17 billion tons of iron ore, which a single company must never be allowed to possess for any reason. At today's price of $104 per dry ton of iron ore, that is a whopping 2.38 trillion tons of wealth sitting idle. This is iron ore. How about gold? Consider that in the last week in March of this year, 2025, Bear Mountain Mining Company shipped $31 million United States worth of gold. Consider the royalties on this. For iron ore, this will give us $107.1 billion or 4.5% of the $2.38 trillion. For gold, considering the 25-year period of BMMC's concession, this will be $40.3 billion at $1.6 billion annually. Liberia will receive of this amount only $48.36 million yearly in royalties. This is why our proposal for establishing the National Minerals Company is extremely important and should be treated with urgency. Of course, these estimates do not include other minerals and regions of the country. We were able to relaunch the secondment program with 114 geologists and mining engineers under a 2-year arrangement as provided by the Minerals and Mining Law of 2000 and appropriate regulations. There is no better way, no surer way to build national capacity other than through effective implementation of the National Secondment Program. Updating of the exploration regulations and promulgation of several new regulations, including strategic minerals regulations, groundwater regulations, tailings regulations, river sand mining regulations, administrative hearing regulations, net metering policy, financial manual, petit cash manual, new fee structure, student policy manual, 5-year strategic plan, biometric signing system are just some of the areas we have been able to make progress in. We also established several committees for improving efficiency consistent with the PFM law, including Audit Recommendations Committee, Budget Committee, Expansion of Procurement Committee to include all major program units, including the Department of Energy. An application process review was conducted with a comprehensive report containing several useful recommendations prepared and submitted for consideration. Additionally, we are leaving behind, thanks to the commitment, dedication, and resolve of a great team and an inspired workforce with increasing morale, a ministry ready to execute its statutory functions. I should report here that instead of license holders sending quarterly and annual reports that were previously only shelved as mere formalities, companies are now required to do presentations to a full team of technicians, followed by direct verification visits to project sites, during which time frank technical conversations are held on those reports. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we turn over a Ministry of Mines and Energy whose budget has grown from $2.7 million, of which about 80% cover compensation only in 2023, to $3.6 million in 2024, a substantial portion of which cover revenue enhancements, logistics, critical equipment, computers and accessories, etc., motorbikes, double cabin pickups for operations, 2 buses for to transport employees, etc., to $4.0 million in 2025 and $6.1 million in the draft budget for fiscal year 2026. And that covers the cost of recruiting additional technical personnel for the 15 counties, a permanent and fully equipped legal department within the ministry with 1 counselor at law and 2 attorneys at law, and what in the words of the Ministry of Finance and Development will be, and I quote, a top up for engineers, fast speed internet service for the 15 county offices, etc. In other words, within 2 years, the ministry's budget grew by $3.4 million United States dollars, a substantial portion of which support measures and activities that enhance performance and increase revenue contributions. The result is that in 2024, the ministry generated $124.868 million, surpassing its revenue projection of $112,655,000 by about 11%. In this fiscal year, 2025, the trend shows that as of October 31, 2025, the ministry had already generated more than $130 million United States dollars against a projection of about $143 million, which revenue experts believe the ministry will surpass by a substantial margin at the end of the fiscal period, if nothing dramatic happens to upset performance. I am also excited to report here that the ministry has requested the creation of a dedicated account for a percentage of fines and penalties for violations to be deposited and used by the ministry to support compliance and litigation processes. Let me say here that as a result of the introduction of administrative hearing, as provided by the Executive Law of Liberia pursuant to the due process principle in the 1986 Constitution and the Supreme Court's opinion on due process, the ministry has generated more than $3 million United States dollars in fines and penalties for violations in this year alone. Finally, in 2024, we did not just take over stewardship of a ministry that was in dire need of revitalization. We took over an important arm of government that had been reduced to employees and many of its key professionals demoralized and exposed to a cartel that is determined to hold Liberia's mineral sector hostage and hereby stall rapid economic growth, development, and expansion. We began by documenting the ministry and the situation as we inherited it. The documentary shown in one cabinet meeting last year is available for reference. We are therefore turning over an institution that is reborn with the express optimism that one day, very soon, this ministry, this important arm of the executive branch, will continue along this progressive trajectory, laboring to unlock the full potential of Liberia's energy and mineral sectors. After nearly 2 years of diligence and determination, the Ministry of Mines and Energy is no longer the cash cow that it was for a few evil, greedy, insensitive, and unpatriotic Liberians and their foreign collaborators. We cannot continue to be pushed around for peanuts while this country sits on a pile of abundant minerals and natural wealth with the potential to transform it into a first world nation capable of installing all of the modern infrastructure it needs to become economically and financially independent. I thank the President of Liberia once again for affording us the opportunity to serve. While something the time was cut short, I must stress that the issue is not how long one stays in office. I repeat, while something that the time was cut short, I must stress that the issue is not how long one stays in office. Instead, the focus, in my honest opinion, should always be on what is or was done during the period of service. With 24 vehicles and 30 motorbikes in its fleet, 2 parking generators which may soon not be needed here at the central office, brand new computers and their accessories, modern furniture and fixtures, fully air-conditioned offices providing conducive working environment, modern assorted equipment for valuation and mineral testing, construction works on a cafeteria and site clinic completed, Liberia Hydrological Service LHS, a critical unit within the ministry, now relocated from a rental facility to the central office in a modern building, funding secured and procurement already concluded, and work about to start for a new building to host the Liberia Geological Service. In advanced stage, morale now very, very high among employees. Office spaces for the counties required, accountability and transparency incorporated as integral part of the organizational culture of this ministry. Public and investor confidence restored. This ministry can lead the revolution for Liberia to take full custody of its mineral and energy potential. God bless you. God bless this ministry. God bless our president and expose the elements in our midst who think that Liberia's destiny is perpetual poverty. God bless the Republic of Liberia. I thank you.
Okay. Can I kindly ask for another round of applause? Kindly. Thank you. In a special way, it will be remiss of me when I'm not to recognize the organizational work put in by the Deputy Minister for Administration
here at the Ministry of Mines and Energy. So just listen to the outgoing Minister, Wilmer Smith, doing his turnover ceremony.
The Deputy Minister for Planning, Honorable Fansef Moba,
Communications Director,
for this organizing. Everything was put in. And I also want to recognize our visitors from Nigeria. Currently at the ministry, there is an international workshop taking place on early warning at the Liberia Hydrological Service. You heard the outgoing minister mention that is the building. So our Nigerian brothers, Mr. Ayuba Mohammed, the chief facilitator, you guys are welcome to Liberia. Thanks for the workshop. At this point, we call on the Queen. Thank you so much. A plane, an aeroplane has two pilots. Pilot, co-pilot. So we are moving on. At this point, the geological hammer will be handed over to Honorable Richard Matinoke Tingma, the Minister of Mines and Energy, by Honorable Wilmot J. MP Agori and former Minister. Honorable P.
So it's handing over the geological hammer to Honorable Tangbe.
Honorable Minister, on behalf of the Ministry of Mines and Energy, the management team which you are inheriting, the entire employees, and all these stakeholders of our industries, and these important decision makers from the various entities, the 7 entities making up the 2 sectors, and in my own name, and also on behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia, I hand over this gavel, this hammer, representing a gavel of authority, allowing you to make decisions that will improve our sector continuously and make our country great. Thank you, and I will now present it. All right.
All right. So at this point, quickly, the Vice President for Technical and Local, Mr. Ray Basigia, you are recognized. Julie Andy, she's always ready. She's my former boss. Performance by Julie Andy. Before we hear from the new Minister of Mines and Energy, Honorable Richard Martinoke Timba, my namesake.
Let's join the performance team here at the Ministry of Mines and Energy.
Okay, so
just joining us.
this media,
Let's
give me a little bit.
There is the official turnover ceremony where the Ministry of Mines and Energy is ushering in Honorable Richard Martinoke Timba as the new Minister of Mines and Energy here at the Ministry of Mines and Energy. You just listen to the outgoing Minister, Robert Smith, reading out his turnover note to the audience and the new Minister.
Thank you.
So welcome, this Spoon TV come to you
I
live.
want to extend my thanks and appreciation
Let's turn to the
to my
former
brother,
cultural ambassador, Madam
Honorable Wilma P.
Andy, for
Thank you for your
performance.
service. And I also want to welcome my brother, Honorable Martinoke Timba from Nimba County, because I hail from Nimba. These are my two brothers. So I want to do a story. Una blabe go nyangbe moblu genyala. Go nyangbe. E blasi awenda. Go nyangbe. Sisi mawela. Go nyangbe. Bawo minawo obi yo to no bela la gba to akona pe kona pa sira me sira domba. De ba to re gbe ne ba bla bla won to ti mo di wa sa ba be ra bo ra pe bia. Ndalu be yen yere moblu genyala mo bla we yen kawe. Thank you so much. And we are going to do a drama dance. And this ballet is about peace. I want to welcome one of my bosses from the Ministry of Information, just walking. And this drama is about peace, the unity of our people, the love of our people will bring us into the development agenda of Liberia. This is my first performance since I returned from Japan. Liberia, more blessings. Liberia is rising. Independent Republic in Africa. We ask investors to come to Liberia, investors that will help Liberia and make sure that we alleviate poverty, not investors that will exploit us in this country. Welcome to Liberia. Liberia is open for business. Support the Ministry of Mines and Energy. God bless Liberia.
So that was the performance of the Crusader for Peace Culture Chu, headed by former culture ambassador Madam Chudi's MD.
Special thanks to the ambassador, the Queen of the Republic. At this time, we will now reduce our heights as the MC of this program to welcome to this podium our new boss, the head of the mines and energy sectors, Honorable Richard Matinoke Tima, former representative, the person who knows this compound, to come and speak to us. Honorable Minister.
You know, this hammer you see here is a traditional symbol with respect to unlocking the potential of the mineral resources of this country. And Chairman Pei, you know, many people feel that continuity is a crime. But I can assure you that where you start, we're going to take it from there. The improvement, the success, we're going to stay on it as a foundation to introduce new innovation and bring more vigor to the sector for the good of the Liberian people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Today is November 21, 2025. Representative from the office of the Vice President, representative from the Senate Pro Tem office, Senate and House Committee, Chairperson on Mines and Energy, representative from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, the outgoing Minister, Honorable Women J.P. of the Ministry of Mines and Energy, former ministers, officials, and colleagues of the Ministry of Mines and Energy, government officials, distinguished guests, members of the diplomatic corps, development partners, chief and elders of my country that came to witness this occasion, and other citizens, the Nima Bar Association, the National Investment Commission, the Liberia Chamber of Mines, who chairman sits right here, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today marks both an honor and a major responsibility. It is an honor because I stand here as a son of Liberia, called to serve at a higher level. It is a responsibility as the Ministry of Mines and Energy sits at the heart of Liberia's economic future. The decision we take, the policy we craft, and the systems we build will determine how well our country transforms its natural wealth into human and national development. My professional journey has been guided by three interconnected and complementary paths. That is technical proficiency in the mining sector, strategic leadership in governance and policy, and dedicated service in national, legislative, and modern developmental. I previously served as mine engineer, geology assistant, environmental site supervisor, assistant director of mines, director of mines, IT assistant minister of mines, and national mining expert to the ECOWAS and AU sector forums on minerals from 2005 to 2012. I also hold the honor of serving as a member of the House of Representatives, chairing the Committee on Natural Resources and Environment, Deputy Minister for Operations, Minister of Internal Affairs, later work as a consultant within the mineral and mining sectors. Together, these experiences have provided me with an in-depth understanding of the opportunities and challenges that shape Liberia's mineral and energy sectors. They have also underscored the importance of collaboration among the executive, the legislature, the private sector, local communities, and our international partners. As I assume office today as Minister of Proper for the Ministry of Mines and Energy, I base my leadership on three strategic pillars: efficiency, transparency, and inclusive growth. Guided by humility, respect for the complexity of the task ahead, unwavering commitment to advancing the goals of the Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development and the National Development Plan 2025 to 2029. Our mandate is clear: to ensure that Liberia's mineral, energy, and water resources are managed sustainably in a manner that serves the best interests of the Liberian people. Liberia's mineral sector is one of the strongest drivers of national economic growth, contributing significantly to the country's GDP. However, its full potential remains unrealized. In the coming months, we will finalize and implement the new mineral and mining laws and revise the exploration and mining regulation to replace outdated framework and align Liberia with international best practices. Review the Model Mineral Development Agreement to ensure it delivers fair, transparent, and equitable benefits for the state and local communities while protecting security of tenure for all mining and energy concessions. 3. Restructure and operationalize the mineral development funds to ensure independent management, strong accountability, and tangible development impact. 4. Reinforce the inspectorate and investigative division to effectively address issues arising from mining activities, including illicit mining and related disputes, supported robustly by the ministry's legal department. Those reforms are crucial for strengthening Liberia's negotiating power, increasing revenue flow, and ensuring that communities affected by mining receive fair and timely benefits. To put Liberia first, we must ensure Liberians take a strong role in managing the nation's resources and driving modern sustainable development Accordingly, we will pursue 1. Full implementation of the law that mandates government equity participation in Class A mining operations. 2. Review the proposal to establish a state-owned mining company, ensuring a clear separation between its regulatory role and commercial activities. 3. Strengthen support for artisanal and small-scale miners by offering training, promoting formalization, and improving access to safer and more efficient technologies. 4. The ministry will collaborate with the Central Bank of Liberia and other relevant agencies to ensure the effective implementation of the proposed gold reserve program as the lead entity. This approach will create more employment opportunities, boost local entrepreneurship, and ensure that Liberians play an active and meaningful role in the mineral and energy resource governance. No reform can succeed without an entity that is strong and technically equipped. Therefore, we will take steps to 1. Strengthen the mining cadastre information management system and improve the ministry online repository for greater efficiency and accessibility. 2. Provide specialized training for geologists, mining engineers, hydrologists, GIS, and ICT technicians, mining agents, mine surveyor to strengthen expertise and promote professional excellence. 3. Develop dated operational guidelines and manuals to reduce discretion, perception, and ensure accountability.
A modernized mineral and energy sector is a foundation of a strong, sustainable economic growth and infrastructure development. Therefore, the energy sector is key and critical to Liberia's economic reconstruction, industrial growth, and national competitiveness. As part of the broader energy sector strategy to expand reliable and affordable access to energy resources, the ministry will work closely with the Liberia Petroleum Regulatory Authority, LPRA, the Liberia Electricity Corporation, LEC, the National Oil Company of Liberia, NOCAR, the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission, LERC, and the Liberia Petroleum Refinery Company, LPRC, development partners, and private sectors to 1. Build stronger and more effective regulatory systems. 2. Promote renewable energy solutions to power sustainable growth. And 3. Support the national effort to achieve energy security and diversify energy resources. A country cannot industrialize without reliable power. Energy, therefore, will be treated not only as a technical issue, but also as a national development priority. I fully recognize that the expectations of the Liberian people are high. Our citizens expect transparency in the issuance of licenses, fairness in concession agreements, responsible management of revenue, protection of the environment, expansion of employment opportunities, and the promotion of economic growth. Let me assure you that under my leadership, the Ministry of Mines and Energy will operate with integrity, transparency, and accountability. We will consult widely, engage stakeholder openly, and ensure that every decision we take reflects the long-term interests of Liberia. I also extend a hand of friendship to civil society, the private sector, traditional leaders, women and youth groups, development partners, local authorities, and all stakeholders committed to the responsible governance of our natural resources. Together, we can move forward. As I assume this office, I do so with a deep sense of duty. Liberia is blessed with abundant natural resource potential, including its minerals, water resources, energy prospects, and resilient people. The way we manage these blessings will determine the future of our children and the strength of our nation. I therefore urge a professional, collaborative, and positive working environment, one that is cordial and free from conflict. By working together in unity, we can assure success in this industry. With God's guidance and the support of His Excellency the President, collaboration across government and civil society, and your partnership as stakeholders, we will build a vibrant mineral and energy sector that will drive inclusive growth, strengthen national ownership, and deliver prosperity for all Liberians. Thank you. I thank you, and I look forward to working together in service to our nation. May God bless you. And additionally, I was confirmed along with two of my colleagues who are strong members of the team. I would like to call them forward to introduce them to you so that you can know that these are the hard coal place technicians that have been brought into the ministry along with us, that will ensure investment confidence, that will make sure that all of our concessionaires that are here, we have an obligation to provide you security of tenure, and you are also there to enhance our development initiative in the country to stabilize our country economically and infrastructurally. Gentlemen, please come forward. Somerville and Small Mamadou. Here is Mr. Small Mamadou, a hardcore professional in the sector, very experienced gentleman. He served now as the Assistant Minister for Mines. Oh my, how you get this up here quickly and we're here on the other side. All my immediate right is Mr. Saint-Sonville. He's a geologist. He's going to be leading the Department of Exploration. I will call on our panels of full support to do a mineral hunt for us in this country, to identify our full potential, make maximum use of it. He is a hardcore professional as well. Thank you. So these are the technical people you need there. Even though we hitting the ground running with other hardcore technicians, and I guess you know them. You just saw the Deputy Minister for Operation, William Haynes, a very professional gentleman. I know all of you been working with you, know you very well. And also we have, in every entity, there must be a strong administrator. Before I got here, I've gotten to know the background of this iron lady, who is the Deputy Minister for Administration. We look forward to working with all of you for the success of this country, so that we will be able to harness our resources to move this country forward. May God bless you.
Just listened to Martin Tambet, Minister of Mines Energy here at the ministry.
A big round of applause for the Minister.
You know, he was confirmed along with two others.
And Energy,
So he
Honorable
just
Richard
to
Martinoke Tingba.
audience.
Let me quickly.
So welcome.
Let me quickly do this. The Nima Gospel Choir will be coming on, and right after that, we take remarks. And the first remark will come from the Ministry of State. So, the Nima Gospel Choir, I'm sure you're ready. Nima Gospel Choir. Okay, I think I can see them coming. Nima Gospel Choir. The Nima County Gospel Choir. I'm not seeing movement. Alright, so we now welcome to speak to us on this auspicious occasion the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs for remarks. All right. So we keep moving on. The Senate Pro Tempore of the Liberian Senate, the Honorable a representative. All right. So we keep moving on. Senate Committee on Mines, Energy, and Natural Resources. Thank you. Let me stand on the existing protocol. I heard a lot of good things from the outgoing minister and the incoming minister, but I just want to stress a few points.
Because normally we know the executive execute government policy while the legislature craft the law, but we do not have execution powers. We look forward for more collaborative working relationship with you. Building on the gain that the predecessor made, that is key. Please improve on what he has done and make it reliable for the Liberian people to be happy. We want to see increased support to the Liberian miners, the brokers, the dealers, and including enacting the law that will give to Liberians to take part in the Class C or quote-unquote small-scale mine. It's very critical because I heard you saying that you will improve the livelihood of Liberian people. When we talk the talk, we should walk the walk.
Talk the talk, walk the walk.
I would like to see the promotion of teamwork among the workers of the ministry. Teamwork. Because if you have a better teamwork, you will achieve most of the goals that you want to achieve. So I'm urging you to please have a collaborative teamwork so that we can enhance this ministry and improve the livelihood of our people. Those are a few things I want to say because I'm a lawmaker, not a policy maker. And so I just want to stress this as chairperson on Minds. And those are the 4 things that you will do and that we will be happy with you. And I guess the Liberian people will be very happy with you. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much. So, for the official recognition is Senator Simeon Taylor from Grand Cape Mount County. I want to call him Manja because I'm from Grand Cape Mount, that's my senator. So we call all Honorable Jeremiah Sokai from Grand Juda County, the House of Representatives chair on what the ministry does.
Thank you. Let me stand like the previous speaker on existing protocol. Before I proceed further, let me recognize my distinct right honorables of the House of Representatives that came and are part of the occasion. Distinguished colleagues, could you kindly stand quickly let for the audience to know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please have your seat. These are men who were elected by their various constituency and served ably in the House of Representatives. Quickly, let me commend the outgoing Minister Waymo Pay, for his leadership. And thank you for service to this nation. For me, it is personal. I've been knowing you for years. Very hardworking, and we are very proud of you, of all of the achievements you make in this sector. At the same token, let me welcome to this ministry the new minister, the former representative, Tineke Timber.
I was intrigued by both men's speeches of highlighting the relevance of this ministry, this sector, and some of the things done and things that are here to be done. Among them, for me, that paramount one, the revision of the Liberian mining laws is a thing that is overdue to reflect the current reality of our society and to be able to ensure that communities that are endowed with these natural resources do not superficially
get to know that people operating in premises or exploring and exploiting these natural resources, but we see a traceable, verifiable, indisputable transformation in this community. I look forward to working with the new minister on that. The other piece is I look forward to seeing how the 2000 mining law provision on the participation in a certain class of Liberians is not only an exercise that's theoretical, but that is evidential and traceable. We have the law where Liberians can hold a greater part in certain class of mining activities in this country. It is saddening to note as lawmaker to see that this is just a theoretical exercise, well designed, decorated on a sheet of paper, but had no effect in real life. I look forward, Mr. Minister, to working with you and see Liberians will not only be floating and will not be used to be able, but we must be able to trace in their various bank accounts and in their lives and the life of their family that they are transformed economically, empowered, and strengthened. I look forward to that revision in the law. I look forward to that. I look forward to that. And so, I will conclude on one of the key things also that we see is that the smuggling and the disorganized and the fragmented, uncoordinated mining artisanal sector that is causing this nation to bleed financially. We see the devastation, environmental devastation in our jungles, in our community, whereas we see nothing corresponding or commensurating with the level of degradation that is caused in our communities. And these mineral resources are smuggled without trace. Mr. Minister, I look forward working with you to see how we kind of bring some organization into that. Because if we don't take that seriously, we might end up, I come from the southeast where we have vast majority of the forests, and those areas, the forests are devastated, there are holes everywhere, whereas the life of the people continue to be in abject and total poverty that we seem not to see how to reverse that. It's unthinkable, and I think we need to tackle that. Let me end to say that the CBL goal reserve is an initiative that all key stakeholders in the sector, including the Chamber of Mines and all the key players with you and with us on the Capitol Hill. We need to find a better way to see how this program can be effective and efficient. Overall, we look forward to a new day, building on the gains that we just achieved. Thank you and God bless.
Yes, listen.
Quickly we call on the Liberian Chamber of Mines for remarks. Mr. Amara Kamara, President of the Chamber of Mines.
Thank you, Manuel. Good morning to all. Standing on the existing protocol, Honorable Simeon B. Taylor, Senator of Grand Cape County Chair, Senate Committee on Mines, Energy and Natural Resources, Honorable Jeremiah Sultan, House Committee Chair on Mines, Energy and Natural Resources,
Honorable members of the 55th Legislature here present, Honorable Wilmot JMP, outgoing Minister, Mines and Energy, Honorable Ara Matoni K. Timber, incoming Minister, Mines and Energy, Honorable Deputy Ministers, Assistant Ministers of Mines and Energy, Honorable Sumo Momolu, Assistant Minister of Mines, and Honorable Samuel J. Assistant Minister of Exploration, Environmental and Research. Distinguished government official, our inspiring earth science student, specifically the mining engineer and the geologist, I see a couple of professors back there. Members of the Liberia Chamber of Mines, our cherished member, the mining sector, foreign guests, members of the diplomatic community, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings. It is a profound honor to bring you all warm salutation on behalf of the Liberia Chamber of Mines at this important turning over ceremony. Today we witness not just a transition of leadership, but a continuation of shared commitment to strengthen one of the most vital pillars of our national economy, the mining and energy sector. Allow me first to express our sincere appreciation to the outgoing Minister, Honorable Wilmot J.M.P. Minister, your leadership came at a time when the sector faced both long-standing emerging challenges. Through your steady and open engagement, the ministry advanced critical reforms, encouraged dialogue, and maintained professionalism at every step. Thank you, Minister P. I can recall you and I walked in the snow, promoting Liberia and selling Liberia in South Africa. I know the experience there, and I know what we all share at that engagement. The ministry advanced critical reform, encouraged dialogue, and maintained profession, while setting policy. Regulatory processes still require finalization. You said it, you started it, but it's still in the pipeline. Please, Minister Timber, we want it to be finalized. We need a total reform in the sector. The two honorables talked about it. The laws are obsolete. We need to reform it, let it conform with present day reality. Your efforts have laid a firm foundation. We wish you, this is hard, man, every success in your future endeavor. I still remain a good friend and brother to you, and the Chamber of Mines is open at any time for your advices and consultation. To incoming Minister Honorable Aaron Martinez Timba, and to your deputies and assisting ministers, allow me to extend warm congratulations. Your appointment comes at a defining moment for Liberia. Our nation stands on the threshold of significant opportunities. Opportunities in gold, iron ore, critical mineral, base metal, energy transformation, and the long-awaited drive towards value addition. The outgoing talk about value addition, the incoming talk about value addition, the both honorable men talk about value addition. So this is where the country is driving value addition in its natural resources sector. At the Liberia Chamber of Mines, we reaffirm our commitment to work closely with your leadership, and we believe this partnership is essential as we seek to strengthen regulatory clarity. Gone are the days where some directors or generals will say, I'm in the office, anything I can say and do here. We want regulatory clarity. We don't need predictability, and your laws should be centered around investor confidence and the community. Liberia need investor. Liberia need investment. We need those things in this country, and we need it now. Advanced, responsible, and sustainable mining practices. To you who will go and take excavator and go into a Class C and just dig, you say you have the approval from the youth chair and the community or whosoever, please stop it. You are bleeding yourself. You are harming your own community. We need deepened community participation and ensure local ownership. All of the previous speakers talked about it. We hope the reforms of the law will also see that.
effect new and diverse investment across the sector. The Western Belt of Liberia got I stand corrected to the professor from the Geoscience Department. 1 billion tons. Bombing, Cape Mount, Babolo got 1 billion tons of iron ore, either in the inferred, maiden, or measured resources category. The main problem that is there is the logistics to ship it. We hope we can find new avenue to have these things done. And we ensure that our natural resources become a true engine of inclusive growth and employment for Liberians. Honorable Minister, your leadership brings renewed commitment to the sector. We are confident that through collaboration, government, private sector, communities, and development partners, we can build a mining industry that is globally competitive, environmentally responsible, and socially impactful. On behalf of the Liberia Chamber of Mines, I pledge our full cooperation as we assume this important national duty. We stand ready to support your vision and to help build a future in which Liberian mineral wealth is harnessed for the benefit of all. Congratulations once again, and thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Amara Kamara, President of the Liberia Chamber of Mines. From that chamber, I'd like to also recognize Mr. David Cole, a very good friend. So we call on the Embassy of the People's Republic of China to speak on behalf of the diplomatic corps.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Matoniki Timba, Honorable Wilmer Pei, please allow me to observe all the standing protocol. Thank you. It's a great honor to be here today to attend the handover ceremony at the Ministry of Mines and Energy. Today is a great day, and first, let me congratulate on Honorable Timba. And second, I would also take this opportunity to thank Mr. Pei for your cooperation to promote the bilateral relations between China and Liberia. Honorable Timba, today is a testimony of your profound service and your profound expertise. So, congratulations again. And the relationship between China and Liberia right now enjoys great momentum, especially under the strategic guidance of President Xi Jinping and President Joseph Neiman Boakai. The strategic partnership is increasingly consolidated. So at this moment, especially in a highly connected world, the work of this ministry is not only important for the prosperity of this country, but also important for our bilateral relations. So in this regard, I count on you, Your Honorable. And as you embark your new journey, I wish you every success, and I look forward to working with you continuously. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the government of China And next, I'd like to recognize former government official, former Deputy Minister for Operations, Ministry of Defense, former Deputy Minister for Sports. You've exposed Danishos Sebwe, former Lone Star player as well. You are recognized. So we call on Honorable Zaid Deki, Councillor at Law, former Minister of Mines and Energy, to speak on behalf of former ministers of this institution. Councillor Deki.
Mr. Minister, Honorable former Minister P and platform guest, by your permission, I will stand on the existing protocol to make a few remarks. Mr. Minister, we congratulate you for your preferment and thank the President of the Republic for appointing you in this all-important position of the state. I have come here with the permission of the former officials at the Ministry of Mines. I can recognize, I will please ask Professor Zawolo, ECB Jones, David Konowa. These gentlemen are the old officers who laid the foundation for, especially Professor Zawolo was teaching mine and still be teaching mining engineering at the University of Liberia. We are here because of your invitation, and this invitation humble us that you're looking back to the old seat, and we stand to make ourselves available for consultation, for collaboration, for whatever help that is needed to make this particular administration successful. We listened to a major speech by the outgoing minister, and we listen also to the incoming minister, and I see continuity. We see continuity. We don't see any difference in what has been done and what is to be done. We urge you, with your officials, to perform the duties, responsibilities conferred upon you by the state. This country, we all know, we all have heard, we all also see, is endowed with resources. The statistic we listen to from the outgoing minister show to us that there is something in this country that can build this country. And we, as people, looking up to you with high expectation. With high expectation. How you function, your committee in the Senate, the committee in the House, and the stakeholders. We want to thank God today that you have been preferred. On behalf of the former officials, I say again, congratulations, congratulations, thank you.
Thanks to Councillor Honorable Deki. Quickly, the Nima County Legislative Caucus has a remark. We will appreciate for you to just introduce yourself. I won't do it.
Honorable Senator and Chairman on the Senate Committee on Natural Resource and Environment, my distinguished colleague from the lower house, Honorable Jeremiah Sokan, ministers, our development partners, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings on behalf of the people of Nimba through the chairman of the Nimba Legislative Caucus, Honorable C. Sylvester Miana, who would have loved to be here today to make this remark, but he's not here due to some national engagement. Firstly, before we continue, we want to say to you, Honorable Minister Pei, thank you for your service to the nation. And we as people from Nimba and the elders, the young women, our mothers sitting here today, we are proud of you for the service you rendered to this country. You came at a point when the ministry was slowly dying. And today we have a very energetic and revitalized mining sector. So we are proud of you as one of our sons. As you are living with dignities and honor, we also want to congratulate Honorable Ira Mataneke Timba for your preferment, and we are grateful to the President of this Republic, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boaka, for preferring one of our sons that we are also well pleased with. I want to say to you, Honorable Incoming Minister, you are coming at a point in time where our people need so much answers to their concerns. Coming from Nimba, one of the most endowed county in the Republic, our people you see dancing here today, like in the words of Senator Twanye, they are not dancing only because you come from the county. They are dancing, they are happy, and they are concerned today. And they are here today because you are coming at a point where we have a major investment discussion coming on. A major investment that are going to affect the lives of our people tomorrow. They are here today because we're going to get answers to all of those our concerns that our people have been raising there. We will be counting on you. We will be also working with you in every aspect to ensure that your administration succeeds. As you take on your new mandate, there are a few things we also as caucus are concerned about. And these few things, like the outgoing minister said, there are a lot of policies, regulations, laws, and reform initiatives that he has already initiated. And as you come in, we hope that this effort is going to be a continual effort to see that our mining sector is fully reformed. We will also be looking up to the fact that we have tons of concessionaires, and coming up, we will also be looking up to the ministry transitioning from just male secondment program, working with these concessionaires in terms of training in strategic areas that in the next 2 quarters of those incoming concessions that we as Liberian professionals, all our mining engineers and geologists will be able to fully take full charge of the sector. We are tired of hearing the excuses that we don't have professionals and qualified mining engineers and geologists. So this time around, as you are about to take on your new responsibility, we hope that you will sit down with these people, with the concessionaires, with the investors, to see the kind of skill they need, that in the next 2-3 years, that our development fundings will not just be spent on ordinary mining and geology program, but will be tailored in a strategic way that tomorrow, in the next 3 years, 4 years to come, we will have resource geologists in this country, we will have sufficient geotechnical engineering, and we will have the kind of skill we need as a country to take charge of our sector. I want to say thank you. We will be working with you to ensure that Liberia as a country, we can attract the kind of investment we need to be able to respond to our many development challenges. Thank you very much.
So, thank you. His name is Representative Emis Masuo from Nimba County. Masuo, former director of the Liberia Geological Survey. So the ministry produced lawmaker. Representative, thank you so much. Quickly, we'll call on the Nimba County Bar Association for remarks. Nimba Bar Association. Thank you.
Honorable Minister and members of the platform, my fellow citizens, I'm honored to be here today as my brother, Honorable Aaron Matoloke Tingba, takes seat as the new Minister of Mines and Energy. He is doing so from another brother, the Honorable Wemo JMP. During the tenure of Minister Pay, I was here as regularly, and most of the employees here got to know our relationship. Mr. Minister, I can assure you, I will still also do so. I can also let you know that Nimba Bar received your invitation, but I'm speaking here as a citizen of Nimba who happen to be a lawyer. It is our prayer that as your tenure in this place come to a close the day it does, we can count on the successes you score just as Mr. Pay did. And that's because some of the issues we are talking about here may be actual, we may only hear about them on papers, but some are practical. There is no secret that the outage time for electricity has reduced or is near zero. Whatever policy measures there is that have brought that achievement, we pray that you can build on it so that even industries as they come, consumption will not be hindered. Having said that, Mr. Minister, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you. Quickly, a representative of the concessionaires, the big mining industry members. I think David Cole, you want to do that? A representative of the concessionaires for brief remarks. Okay, yes, you can come forward. Yeah, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, esteemed leaders. It is an honor for us to stand here today to welcome Honorable Minister Richard Tingba. It's a huge honor for us, Honorable, to be here to welcome you. Also, thank you to Honorable Pay for your kind words. This is more than a ceremonial occasion for us. It's a moment that signals Liberia's destination to shape future growth and opportunity. Honorable Minister Tingba brings a wealth of experience, a very deep commitment to ensuring natural resources of Liberia. No problem. Honourable Minister, Tingban's vision for the mining sector that uplifts communities and drives national development is one that we share wholeheartedly. Together, we have an opportunity as the industry to take your existing actions and further that and turn that into vision and reality. I'm also speaking on behalf of ArcelorMittal Liberia this morning, who first entered the country in 2005. We came with the promise of long-term partner and rebuilding Liberia's economy. This promise has guided us for 2 decades, and it continues to inspire our work today, and it's in line with what I believe the vision of Minister Tingban is as well. Our journey so far tells a story with local investment of $3.5 billion that we have increased production capacity, strengthened export capabilities, generated literally thousands of jobs for Liberians, and contributed significantly to GDP growth and government revenues. It is our sincere and humble wish that this will continue for the economy of Liberia. Progress has not been measured by production alone. As you know, we've got a lot of fathers, mothers, sisters sitting here with us today. It's measured by the lives that we touch. This is why our impact goes beyond mining as an industry. Across Namba, Grand Bassa, Bong counties, we've invested in building schools. The industry have invested in nurturing future leaders, clinics to provide care, roads that connect families and opportunities. And I believe working together with the new ministry is going to enhance all of that. And we are excited to be a part of that. We have supported access to essential services such as power, water, sanitation, helping strengthen the foundation of healthier and resilient communities. A lot of projects has happened indeed in the industry over the past couple of years. In Namba alone, the phase 2 construction of the new concentrator has given jobs of 8,000 Liberian nationals just in the construction of this concentrator alone. This has given families thousands of families income, dignity and hope for a better tomorrow. This is not just numbers, honorable friends. They present lives changed and real community strengthened. We commit to doing even a lot more as the industry, working hand in hand with you, Honorable Minister Tingban, and the ministry and the government of Liberia to ensure that the development reaches Liberia all across the counties, all of the counties of Liberia. For ArcelorMittal Liberia, the path forward is clear. Shared prosperity with Liberians is the only way the future can go to, and we are committed to that. With Liberia standing as a beacon of industrial growth in West Africa, where communities thrive and where every investment translates into opportunity. Honourable Minister, we look forward to closely work with you and your ministry to make the vision a reality for Liberia and its people. And we congratulate you again, Honourable Minister, on your appointment. I thank you very much. One more second. We brought you a small token, which is, this is a model for a little AH60 truck. This is the biggest fleet of these trucks running in the world, in your very own Namba County in the north. So if that can find a little place on your desk or somewhere, something that we're all proud of, Honourable Minister, to show that we are on the way of big things to come in Namba. and a few of the rocks we are mining as well. To go on the track if you are bored and want to play the song. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you so much, Arsenal Metal, AML, Liberia. So we call on the Unity Party, the ruling party of the country, for remarks. The UP. And I can see the indefatigable Mo Ali.
Thank you. Mr. Minister and former minister, platform guests. The comment is just very, very short. Normally, we should not be doing political party things in this kind of event, but it becomes necessary sometimes to do it. Because when the minister or the management here blunders, the first institution that bears the brunt of that blunder is the political party. They will mention the Unity Party first. Before they will mention the minister, they will mention the Unity Party first, or the president, before they will even come to other members of the administration here. And so, Mr. Minister, a word to you. Work in the interest of the people, work in the interest of the country, and do not allow us to get on your case. Because if we do, it will be terrible. The party will not protect. Let me sound this. The Unity Party will not protect anyone in or out who will work to undermine the arrest agenda. Thank you.
Wow. Honorable Mo Ali, Managing Director, Liberia Water Syria Corporation, a proud son of Grand Cape Mount County. So quickly we call on Honorable Egon Tingba, who will speak on behalf of the minister's family. Honorable Tingba's family, Honorable Egon Tingba.
Thank you. Let me stay on the existing protocol to congratulate Honorable Aro Mateneke Tingba. So on behalf of the Tingba family, we extend our thanks and appreciation to His Excellency the President for looking across Liberia and preferring a member of our family. I also want to thank the outgoing minister, Honorable Pei, for his able leadership here. A brother is leaving and a brother is also coming in. So as I sat across and I listened to the outgoing minister's turnover speech and the incoming minister takeover speech, they are very much correlative. So on behalf of the Tingba family, I want to say thank you, Honorable, and congratulations again as we look forward for you to work in the interest of Liberia and promote the name of the family. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Right after this, the last remark will come from the workers through their leadership. So we'll call on the chief and elders of NIMBA for brief remarks. All right.
All right. Oma. All right. Come on. Go look at the floor. Got your door. Got me. Come on. Got to the pool. Got me. I do. I follow with dollar. Okay. I think on behalf of the NEMA chief and elders, our fathers will be speaking. So I just want to say. Okay, so my own is Chief Media. I serve the people of Nima County as the General Cultural Traditionals Coordinator. So we are here today because the President of Liberia always, in the interest of the people of Nima, when it comes to the ministry, our son, brothers, fathers, we must pay serve as the minister. And today, our fathers, our son again, Honorable Mataneke Tikban has taken over as Minister of Mines and Energy. I think you saw the chief and elders of Nimba were here during the confirmation, and today again. Thank you.
Hello. Okay. I would love to recognize the high table, and I would also love to recognize the participants that have come here to raise this occasion. I'm not going to speak long. You know, when you have something important to do at home, you don't be at the party for long. It would be ungrateful if I don't thank the Honorable Ambassador and President of the Republic of Liberia for recognizing our brother, the father, Honorable Mataneke Tikban. If your flag is not good, don't let me sit from there. We would love to be happy to tell you that what has happened today